Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guror Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Guror Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Chunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pango Maumandamatirgati Masarvasya Padam Bhojau Radha Madhara Mohanau Devya Vrindaranya Kalpadramadaha Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishta Libi Sevya Mano Smarami Sriman Rasrasaram Bhevam Shiva Tatasthitaha Karshan Venu Swaner Gopi Gopi Nada Sriyastunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupaswarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Welcome to 19th day of hearing wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam Katha under the banner Srimad Bhagavata Katha Shatakam. And this is being organized, as all of you know, by Bhaktivedanta College of Vedic Education as a 30-day process for hearing these 100 stories of Srimad Bhagavatam, introducing these 100 stories of Bhagavatam in the form of a vrata, that you are all now are engaged in this vrata of hearing. And today we entered into the 19th day. So I am offering my respectful obeisances to all of you, that you are sincerely hearing Srimad Bhagavatam with all attention, with all love and with all dedication to Krishna Katha. I am very happy and I am feeling very much blissful and blessed that you are all hearing this Katha of Srimad Bhagavatam. So to start as our standard process, I would invite all of you to chant along with me. Follow with me. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayet nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. So with this humble prayers, we will be moving to our process of hearing. So today is the 19th day. So far we have discussed and released 58 stories of 100 stories, and we will be moving. And I will tell you one happy news at the end of day. And here the important thing is that whatever presently we are doing, taken up the process of hearing the entire Srimad Bhagavatam at this time of world crisis, the process of hearing Bhagavatam, we have followed the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, because he has taken the message of Bhagavatam to the whole world in 1965 by printing a booklet stating that Srimad Bhagavatam is the India's message of peace and goodwill. So Bhagavatam gives a message is basically that awards peace to all people, whoever hears, and also it is a compassion. Goodwill is a compassion. And also we heard that when Shaunakadi rishis, they found that the effect of Kali is going to come, so they all took up the process of hearing the Bhagavatam from Sutta Goswami. So when we looked at the very critical condition around the world, so from the Bhaktivedanta College of Vedic Education, we also proposed that we all should hear as a process of purifying ourselves, as a process of bringing auspiciousness amongst us, and also bring auspiciousness all over the world, so that we will become an instrumental in bringing the auspiciousness. The auspiciousness means that everything is open. Auspicious means we have Lord's darshan, we have Bhagavad darshan, we have happy work, we have happy life, we have happy devotional service, we have happy devotees association, we have happy festivals, we have happy economic development, we have happy many things, Tirtha Yatras. When everything is there, then it's called auspicious. So now at this point of time, whatever I have uttered, they're all missing. They have gone to oblivion. So the process given to bring the auspiciousness and also destroy the inauspiciousness, the process is given is hearing the Krishna Katha, even Bhagavatam itself. So we were discussing today morning, then we came across a wonderful quote that Nimi Maharaj had a wonderful discussion with Navajogindra. So in one of the discussions he was mentioning to them that Nanutrupye Jushan Yushmad Vacho Harikathamritam Samsaratapa Nistapto Martyastatapa Bheshajam. So he has Nimi Maharaj. Actually, Nimi Maharaj, and there was a discussion happening between Nimi Maharaj. Nimi Maharaj is a great devotee. Because Nimi Maharaj is a devotee, the great saintly personalities, these Navajogindras, they are essentially the sons of Rishabhdev. They all came in the Yajna, the festival, and they started giving elaborate various topics. So as he was hearing, the Nimi Maharaj was expressing his satisfaction, part satisfaction, or his unsatisfied condition, that he is not getting satisfied, he is not getting contented. He says that the stories, the nectar of the Supreme Lord and devotees itself is the real medicine. What is the real medicine? Real medicine is the Kathamrita, that is Martyastatapa Bheshajam. Martya means the people who have the nature of dying. So there is no question of somebody becoming permanent. But the intelligent person acts in such a way that though his body is Martya, is going to die, he will leave something which is permanent, which is because the soul, because soul is permanent, Nitya. So he would perform such an activity that his activities also remain as the soul, which are permanent. So he mentioned that Martya Tastapa Bheshajam. So the pastimes of Lord Krishna and his devotees is Amrita, and actually it is the medicine. So at this point of time, I felt so happy when to come across this wonderful message that we are in fact taking medicine every day. We are taking everyday medicine, and in this process actually we are, means we are administering the medicine even to the whole world by hearing. Because when we are hearing, when our soul gets very happy and get enthused, become blissful, within that our body is in our heart, the super soul is there, and he feels very very happy with our contentment, and he would spread it. I came to know that I wanted to share. And even when the devotee is saying that, even Krishna himself says, aham kratu aham yajnam swataham aham aushadham mantroham ahame vajyam aham agnir aham hutam. When you are taking Krishna's name, we should be knowing that we are actually we are taking medicine. Krishna himself is saying that aham kratu aham yajnam swataham aham aushadham. So he is the healing herb. Krishna is the healing herb. We should have this fixed mind in this point that Krishna, when I am taking, actually I am taking medicine. So it should not be like in a routine chanting. That's why today all the Vaishnavas, all the Acharyas, they say same thing, that you should be chanting with all attentiveness. So sadhana on the regular conditions is different, and the worship or the whatever the process that we take during the critical period is different. So presently we are in the mood of tapasya. Presently we should be in the mood of vrata. For example, hearing is we do, and we recommend that hearing should be done continuously. But the hearing done by Parikshit Maharaj during his last 7 days is something different. That is vrata. He wanted to just hear only this one. And similarly, and in fact, Parikshit Maharaj's hearing was a tapasya, because he is neither eating nor sleeping nor drinking anything. That was the situation. And when the Shaunakadi Rishis came into picture, when they wanted to hear, they have taken up as a vrata. So if we really want if we want to really achieve some tall task, and if you want to really cross a tall crisis, so we should be really getting into the mood of some tapasya, getting into the mood of some vrata. So this we have been here seeing again, time and again in Bhagavatam, that how, for example, the Vaivasvata Manu, when he first wanted children, he took some yajna with the help of, and he was also want to please somebody. And when, of course, he got some child and not very powerful, then he went all the way to Yamuna banks of Yamuna, and did for 100 years very serious tapasya. Then he got great personality like Ikshvaku and many people. So it all boils down to the point that if we want to achieve tall tasks, we should be having tapasya, or we should get into the mode of vrata. So we are presently we are taking both tapasya and vrata also. We are sitting and hearing for a long time, and also taken a vrata of hearing for 30 continuous days. So let us inculcate more strongly this approach in the coming rest of our life also, so that whatever we have learned from this critical time will give us more bliss than the pre-corona area. The post-corona will be more glorious in our devotional path, and I am sure the Lord will be blessing us more immensely. So now when we are coming to the tapasya, so we'll be hearing a great story of tapasya, because actually if you don't take up tapasya, we'll get very weak results in our life. The results or the benefit that we get is very weak. If you think that we want the highest benefit of going back to Godhead and associating Krishna, is it a very weak effect, or is it a small task? No, it's a tall task, tallest task. Then how can we be very relaxed? How can we be very casual? It cannot be casual. We should be very serious. So especially in the present state of so much crisis, world crisis, we not only there is no problem, we will be saved, but that is not the whole issue. The whole issue is that how we really make world happy. How do we really spread the glories of Bhagavatam to the whole world? That yes, Bhagavatam has really protected all of us, because Srila Prabhupada went to America with the Bhagavatam. So how whole world will understand that Bhagavatam is the India's message of peace and goodwill? That's our whole concern. So when we get into the mood of tapasya, I'm sure we'll be blessed with those results. And we'll see today in the first story how the tapasya makes the thing so much glorious. It all depends how much tapasya we take. If you take tall tapasya, you will have the tallest result. If you take smallest tapasya, you will get weakest result. And if your tapasya is unimaginably big or really rewarding to with a mood to really deliver benefit to everybody, then the result of your tapasya will be remembered forever. So this is the message that we get from Bhagavatam, and we are going to hear one story of great tapasya, and also it is a story of wonders of the world. So that is the descendants of Ganges, Mother Ganges, Ganga Avataran. So now we are going to hear Ganga Avataran. It is an inspiring story that Shukadeva Goswami explains to Parikshit Maharaj, that how tapasya really makes a great devotees forever remembered. So the Ganges is well known. It is an Amartya Nadi, and because of great tapasya of a great Vaishnava. Vaishnava is one who can identify the power of other Vaishnava, is Vaishnava. Who is true Vaishnava? Who is true Vaishnava? True Vaishnava is one who can really understand the power of Vaishnavas, is a Vaishnava. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was more magnanimous to say that who is Vaishnava? Whoever chants Vishnu name is Vaishnava. He made it, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Namo Mahavadanyaya. He is very magnanimous. But the Vaishnava will have great faith on Vaishnava, that he is great Vaishnava. One who is having great faith on other Vaishnavas or the power of Vaishnavas, then he is called great Vaishnava. Only such great Vaishnava can perform a tallest task in the world. Nobody else can do it. So what happened is this: when all of us know that Bhagirath, Maharaja Bhagirath really brought the Ganges from the sky, that Akasha Ganga, to the earth. And he is a great Vaishnava. And there are so many people, as we have seen, that they have performed many tapasyas, they got some results, and they are also lost and results also lost. But here, being a great Vaishnava, he performed a tall task and the result became permanent, and his name also became permanent. So that's why I call him a great Vaishnava. And when Ganges, Ma Ganga, when she said that she is fearing to come down, she is ready to come, but she is fearing to come down for the simple reason that when she comes down, there are many sinful persons. Not many sinful, all people are sinful in the material world. So when they take bath in my river, so I will be contaminated. So I will be purified from that. Who will going to save me? So at that time, Bhagirath Maharaj demonstrated that he is a great Vaishnava. He said that there are many great Vaishnavas on the earth. They always keep the Lord Krishna in their heart. For them there is no purification required, but they keep on moving, making the various parts of the world purified. And when they come and take bath in you, they are going to purify. So he has so much faith. He has so much faith in Vaishnavas that they can guarantee, with all guarantee, they can purify. So he has given such a confidence on behalf of the Vaishnava. Just imagine. That's why he is great. Because he is such a great. Even Ganges was fearful about how she need not really worrying, because she actually originated from the foot of Lord Krishna. Just imagine how much pure must be. But still she is fearful. But here you see a great Vaishnava. He is given confidence that they are great devotees, Vaishnavas. They can purify you also. That's why in the Srimad Bhagavatam at the end, the Shukadeva Goswami said, when Lord Krishna came and he performed so many wonderful pastimes, which because of that the sanctity or the power of Ganges got diminished. It did not reduce, it became small. When you see that if this is the length, for example, this is the length, okay, this is the length, and we feel that, oh, this is a very big length. The moment I show a bigger one like this, it is the same, but in front of this is small. So when before Krishna Leela came, is showing the Ganges, whatever is there lay. But the moment Krishna pastime came, in front of Krishna pastimes, this appeared very small. So that is power of, and because the pure devotees, they keep that pastimes of Krishna in the heart, they move, so they are like Ganges. They are like, that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that, oh, whenever I see Ganges, my bliss just goes unbound. It goes beyond my control. That is because it's straight away coming from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So let us get into the story of the Ganges, which is an inspiration for us to take the austerity and greatness of austerity. So yesterday, while discussing a little bit about the story of the Mandhata Vamsha, we touched upon Trishanku. So Trishanku's son name was Harishchandra. Harishchandra is also well known because he is considered, he speaks only truth. That is the message we have, that is there in our heart. So Satya Harishchandra, that is generally known. So the Trishanku name is Harishchandra. Similarly, the moment Trishanku names come, suddenly we should remember that we should not be offending spiritual master. Because of this offending a spiritual master, he became like a very dark person, and also he became topsy-turvy. So Trishanku name should always giving a warning to us, and his son is Harishchandra. And because of the Harishchandra, there was a fight between Vishwamitra and Vasishtha for a long time. That also we discussed. And this Harishchandra was not having child. He became childless for a long time. Then he was very much worried. And then after long contemplating for a long time, pondering a long time, he thought of pleasing Varuna. He wanted to perform some Varuna, and Varuna appeared. Varuna appeared and said, okay, and he requested Varuna that please bless me a son, and if the son, if I get blessed with son, if I'm blessed with son, then I will sacrifice him in the fire to you. Means I will sacrifice him. Means whatever I get from you, I will sacrifice. Means I will give Narabali. Now the child itself I will give Bali, and I will satisfy you. It is very surprising. Nobody. He is actually looking for children, and he wants to just please him that I am ready to give you the best, whatever I can give. So Varuna felt very happy. Okay, no problem. Let it be blessed. So Harish was a son, and he has put the name as Rohit. So, and when the child was born, the Varuna came. Yes, yeah, Harishchandra, you said that you will offer the son in the sacrifice. Can you do something? Then Harishchandra, oh, the child is born just now. At least 10 days should pass. Without 10 days, even you cannot even open the eyes. So we had to wait at least 10 days. So Varuna went back and came after 10 days. And he asked, when he said that, then Harishchandra said that 10 days are passed, but you see, he doesn't have any teeth. So a person who is not but whatever the person to be sacrificed, he should have some teeth. Then only he is called a human being. Otherwise, he is only just taking. Then Varuna went back. Then he got the teeth. Then when the teeth came, the Varuna came back again, and he said, "Can you now offer it in sacrifice?" Then Harishchandra said, "But these teeth are not so permanent; they will fall off. So when they fall off, we'll see." So again, some few months passed. Again, when all the teeth fell down, then again he came back. Rohita came back. Varuna came back. And when all teeth fell down, Harishchandra said that, a boy without teeth is not so auspicious. So let him get the fresh teeth. When all fresh teeth come, it becomes fit and he can eat also. So it's right. It would be right condition to offer him. So you please come after when he gets the full teeth. Then when Rohita got again fresh teeth, the Varuna came back. Then Harishchandra gave one more argument. You see, actually a Kshatriya will become a really powerful to be offered when he actually wears an armor and really able to fight. When able to fight only, it is right to give offering. Then Rohita and then Varuna said, "Okay, let him become young man, then I'll come back." He went away. But here, meanwhile, when the Rohit was growing, he understood that his father has really pledged to offer him as a sacrificial animal to Varuna. Then he immediately left from the kingdom. He took the bows and arrows and left the kingdom because he wanted to save his life. And when he went, almost he has spent for a long time, and he has spent almost 3-4 years there. And at that time, then he finally thought of let him go once. But at that time, Indra came and told him not to go. So when he went away, then Varuna got offended. Oh, it's all something mischief is being made, and he caused a disease called Jalodhara. He has caused a disease Jalodhara to Harishchandra. Because of that, his stomach got swollen so much big, it's filled with complete water. It's called Jalodhara. And when Rohita came to know that his father is suffering from serious, he wanted to really go. But again, the Indra came in the form of an old Brahmin and said that please stay back, we'll make some arrangement. Then after 1 year, they finally got one person, one boy, one Brahmin boy. That Brahmin boy is, he was the son of Ajigartha. So the Brahmin was very, very poor. So he has sold his son. He has sold his son to be sacrificed, a Narabali. So in that way it has happened. And this Rohita took this Shunasepa. He went to kingdom and gave it to his father. And they did that sacrifice. And because by offering sacrifice, means Rohita was supposed to be offered, but it was offered, the Shunasepa was offered. Of course, Shunasepa, after the power of Vishwamitra, he comes back to life. So in this way, the whole thing, the Harishchandra got rid of this Jalodhara Vyadhi, and also he became free from the debt. Whatever he has promised to get the child, that was his whole situation. So finally, everything has come to a good end there. And this Rohitas, and afterwards, of course, Vishwamitra gave a knowledge, the real true spiritual knowledge to Harishchandra. Because of that, he got he get rid of Bhavabandha. He got rid of the Hridaya Grandhi. Now afterwards, Rohita became the king, and Rohita's son is Harita. Harita's son is Champu, and he only created the Champapura. And Champa's son is Sudeva, and his son is Vijaya, and his son is Bharuka, his son is Vruka, and his son is Bahuka. And of course this Bahuka, somehow his enemies really plundered all his opulences. Then he said he has no much opulence left over. That's why he went to Vanaprastha. And in the old age, when Bahuka died in the forest, his wife also wanted to die along with her husband, Sati Sagaman. But at that time, there was a Muni. My name is Orva Muni. Orva Muni found that that lady is already pregnant. The lady is pregnant, and then he said that, my dear mother, don't do that, because you are not alone. You are having a child in your womb, so you cannot do this Sagaman. So let your husband go. So in that way, she refrained from taking the Sagaman. But this Bahuka is having more than one wife. Other wives, they saw that how come this wife only has become pregnant. They became envious. They said that now, since they did not get any pregnancy, only she got, they thought of killing the child in the womb. So they fed poison. They fed poison to the wife, means to the king's wife. But because of the providence, because of the power of the Bahuka, the child in the womb did not die, and he got delivered, and he got delivered along with the poison. Because he got delivered along with poison, his name became famous as Sagara Chakravarti. Sagara Chakravarti is well known to people. So Sagara means along with, Garala means the poison. So he becomes Sagara. So Sagara Chakravarti has become very famous, and he has become the emperor. And this Sagara Chakravarti is very famous, and by the order of the Aurya Rishi, the Sagara has controlled so many uncivilized human beings around the earth. For example, Talajangas, Yavanas, Shakuza, Shaku, Haihaya, Barbara. There are so many uncivilized human beings on the earth. So he controlled, he has conquered everybody and given them different shapes. He did not kill them. He did not get somebody. He has given complete shaven is their head. Somebody he has given clothes. Somebody he has not given clothes. Somebody he has removed the mustaches. Like the different shapes he has given. So in that's why we see different types of uncivilized people with different type of lifestyle. It's all because of the Sagara Chakravarti. And Aurya Muni felt that the Sagara Chakravarti is going to be a very important person. He made him to perform Ashwamedha Yajna. The Sagara Chakravarti had two wives by name is Sumati and Keshini. There are two beautiful and powerful wives. So from the Sumati, Sagara Chakravarti got 60,000 sons. And so Ashwamedha Yajna, when it is being done, Indra felt that this Ashwamedha is going to make really a big difficult for him in the future. Then at the end, he has stolen. He stole the Yajnashva, because the important thing in the Ashwamedha Yajna is the horse. If the horse itself is stolen, then there is no question of Yajna getting completed. So then Indra stole the Yajna, giving a big obstacle. So when the Yajna is haphazardly really coming to end, obstacle, and Sagara Chakravarti is a powerful person, because he has controlled unlimited number of uncivilized people, but he cannot go on to the war at this point, because he has taken the Yajna Diksha. Since he has taken Yajna Diksha, he told his the sons of the Sumati, the 60,000 people, He said, please go all over the entire earth and all over the world and search out where is the horse and bring it so that I want to perform the yajna. So all these sons of Sagara Chakravarti, they went to various parts and kept on searching. And they went to, even they dug up everywhere where they can find it. And they went to Ishanya and they found a great beautiful ashram there. That is Kapila Muni ashram. When they found the Kapila Muni ashram, and not only ashram, they saw the horse, the Yakyashva there. Suddenly they became happy and also they became very angry because they saw one Muni also there. They felt that Muni, because of their less intelligence, they felt that the Muni himself actually has stolen that. And they felt that that Muni who was sitting in the dhyana is actually a thief. And they started shouting, oh, this fellow is a papi, is a sinful person. Actually, he has stolen our horse. He has stolen our horse, but now he is doing a meditation. Like that, they shouting, they started running towards the Kapila Muni. When they are making such a big noise, Kapila Muni just opened his eyes. That's it. When he opened his eyes, all were burnt into ashes and they became simply ash. 60,000 people dying and getting burnt. And how much ash will be like a big hill of ash deposited there. So some people say that when Kapila Muni opened his eyes, from his eyes the fire came and everybody got burnt. But Bhagavatam doesn't accept, and great Vaishnava don't accept. Kapila Muni actually has given a Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya Jnana, thereby actually how to really win over the Prakriti. Prakriti is full of this type of feeling of anger, enmity. So when Kapila Muni himself has given a path of Sankhya Yoga to cross over, where is the question that he would demonstrate anger about an insignificant people? So it is because of their sinful activity, because of their sinful thinking against the Kapila Muni, that sin itself has burnt them into ashes. So from this Bhagavatam we can understand, this is called Mahad Vyatikrama. If you offend a Vaishnava, that is itself is Mahad Vyatikrama. So if you think against a Vaishnava, if you think against wrong thing, so it is called Mahad Vyatikrama. So really that is going to burn the people who are thinking themselves like that. So actually we should be so careful to identify the good things in others, so that we will be glorified, we will be protected. And if you enter into some thoughts that fault finding, if that person is going to be a great personality, then we are actually self-immolation. We are putting fire on our body itself, our entire Vamsha. It's so happen. So because of this, their offense, the Kapila Muni, all the 60,000 sons of Sagara, they were killed. So the second wife, Keshini had only one son, is called Asamanjasa. This Asamanjasa story is very interesting and little peculiar also. This Asamanjasa was in his previous life he was a yogi, he was a big Mahayogi, and because of their wrong association he fell down, but because he did a lot of tapasya and this one, he became Sagara Chakravarti. But he was supposed to be liberated, and because of the bad association he has to take birth again, but because of his previous tapasyas he became the son of a king. But he wanted to not to involve, he wanted to really get rid of his body, he wanted to go out. So he used to always act in such a way that father gets irritated, father wants to reject him, father wants to deject him. That was the situation. And always he was engaged in all unpleasant activities. And one day he did that, he was with so many children he took along with him, and in the Sarayu river he went and drowned all of them. When the Sagara Chakravarti came to know that his son actually made many children drowned, and he has punished him, he has banished him. Go out, that is Desha Bahishkarna. He has banished him from the kingdom. That was his intention. He wants to get rejected. And when the order has come that this Asamanjasa has to go out. And he happily went out, and by his mystic power, he has brought all the children he has drowned back into life. And he has sent everybody back to the Ayodhya. When all the citizens saw, oh, we thought the children are dead, but how this have come out? So then they came out. The Asamanjasa is a great personality. Actually, the great Mahayogi. He has cheated, and they felt very, very proud about him. But by then, all the Asamanjasa left Ayodhya, and Sagara Chakravarti became very morose. That how he unnecessarily, without knowing the details, he has punished his son and banished him. And this Asamanjasa has a son by name Amshuman. So now the Sagara Chakravarti is having only one hope, that is his grandson, because one wife's children are smashed, they are all gone. The other person's brother, the other son's son is only left over, that is Amshuman. So Amshuman is very dear to Sagara Chakravarti, and he went on. He said he has given the responsibility, please go and search out, your uncles did not come so far. So Amshuman went and found Kapila Muni and saw the ashes also everywhere, and he went and paid obeisances to Kapila Muni, Kapila Bhagavan. The Kapila Bhagavan had blessed him, and he has praised him as a great personality of Sankhya Gyan. And Kapila Bhagavan also was very much pleased. Kapila Bhagavan was very much pleased to see the Amshuman's humbleness, and he said that he has given information. Kapila Bhagavan has given information. The horse that you are required to take is here only. Take it and give it to your grandfather. Let him complete the yajna, Ashwamedha yajna, and take this information that all your uncles, they are dead, and they are now in the form of this ash, and they will be delivered only if the Ganges come here and sanctify them. He has given message, and the Amshuman took the horse to back, and they have performed nicely, and Sagara Chakravarti was happy that he has completed. But he has a biggest worry that all his 60,000 sons are dead. And the message is that Ganges has to be brought. Ganges has to be brought to deliver them. Now he knows the solution. The Sagara Chakravarti knows the solution, how to deliver them. But the task is tall. Task is very tall. And where is the Akasha Ganga? When you see Akasha, nothing is seen. It's somewhere. And bringing that, is it possible? Not possible. Task is tall. He got the solution, but he has no way to really achieve it. So he was thinking like that for 32,000 years. He thought, and finally left his body. When he left his body, there is no children. That's why the Amshuman has become the king. The Amshuman also, now Amshuman has seen for himself. He was also in dilemma. He was also in the dilemma, and he has ruled his country for several years. Then finally he went to tapasya. That okay, let me try. He went for tapasya to bring Ganges, but most of time he has left. Most of his time he has spent in ruling the country, the kingdom. But afterwards he went little late, but he could not achieve, and he died. And afterwards his son Dileepa, he has become the king, Amshuman's son, and he started ruling the country. He also tried a lot, but he has there are two cases. That is, his grandfather could not do anything, and his father could not do anything. Though they already got into mind that when the great people like Sagara Chakravarti could not do, his father Amshuman could do, what he can do. So that already he got in mind that he can't achieve. Because of that also he made attempt. When he became very old, he made final attempt. More than that, actually he was having guilty feeling. Because of guilty, he also left the body. then his son Bhagirath came into picture. So Bhagirath did not have children at that time. Then he said that anyway the progeny is going to be stopped. So there is no point in pursuing the kingdom. Then he said that let me make tapasya, and if the Brahma appears, then my desire is also fulfilled, and also I can request for the children. So in that way, in the beginning itself he went, and being a Vaishnava is very powerful, and he by the order of Brahma, he even worshipped Ganges, Ma Ganges, and Ganges also appeared. And when she appeared, she expressed two concerns. Okay, Bhagirath, I am very much pleased, I am ready to come down, but I have two concerns. First concern is that when I come from that tall, from the very high in the sky, with so much force, somebody should be there to really hold me. Somebody there should be hold me, so that I will not break the earth and go into Patala. That is number one. Even if a person is available to hold me so that I will stay on the earth, then the other problem would come into picture is that in my water, all the human beings, they take bath and they leave all their sins. Then what is going to be my situation? Please answer these two questions. So then Bhagirath, then Ma Ganges has expressed this concern. As I mentioned, this Bhagirath is a pure devotee. He understood, he has full faith on Vaishnava. Then first Vaishnava came to his mind is Lord Shiva. He said, yes, Lord Shiva is a great Vaishnava. He has all the potency, he has all strength to withstand you. So even without consulting, he mentioned, yes, I am very confident about the great Vaishnava, Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva can withstand you. And as far as second point is concerned, there are many devotees in the world. They keep the Supreme Lord Krishna in the heart and they keep on moving. They purify, they are all purified souls. And by their travel they purify the land. And when they come to you and take bath in you, they are actually going to purify. So you need not worry about these 2 points. We have great Vaishnavas available and they are going to really take care of it. When then afterwards he prayed to Lord Shiva also. Lord Shiva very immediately he became very satisfied by Bhagirath and he considered yes, he will take care of it. So when the Lord Shiva was ready, the Ganges straight away came from the top. Actually Lord Shiva said, Tadhastu, no problem, I am ready. So from the top of the Akasha Ganga, the Mother Ganges came and Lord Shiva took hold of her, and from then the Ganges flowed, and the Bhagirath took her Ganges on to the place, to a place where all his ancestors were in the form of ash, because all the ashes are when they are sanctified, and they immediately got purified. All the 60,000 sons of Sagara, they got purified. They all went to heavenly planets. So in this way, the great Ganges came down because of the great Vaishnava. Please remember this point, that who is Vaishnava? Vaishnava is who is confident about the power of Vaishnavas, is Vaishnava. And the moment he said, who is there to catch me? So came to mind, immediately, Lord Shiva is there. Who is going to purify me? Vaishnava Sadhu. So he is Vaishnava. So then Bhagirath has a son, Shruta, and his son's name is Nabha, and Nabha's son is Sindhudvipa, and his son is Ayutayu, he is Rituparna, and Rituparna's son is Sarvakama, and Sarvakama's son is Sudasa, and Sudasa's son is Saudasa, and Saudasa's wife name is Damayanti. So this is Shukadeva Goswami is giving this story, and this will be little bit touched in one of the stories, but I am repeating one. So this Saudasas, he is having a different name, Mitrasaha and Kalmashapada. These are also different names of the Saudasa. And because of the curse by Vasishta, the Saudasa has become childless, and also he has become a man-eater. Saudasa was a king at the time, and once he went to forest and fought with a demon. He fought with a demon and killed him. And after killing, he saw that even demon's brother is there. But he did not kill the demon's brother, because the demon brother surrendered, and they said, okay, let him, because he just somehow left him. And he came back to home, to kingdom, but demon brother, he wanted to take some revenge. He just came to the kingdom in incognito. He became a cook. He became a cook in the house of the king. He started cooking very nicely things, and one day Vasishta came to Saudasa's palace, and at that time this cook cooked the flesh of a human being, Naramamsa. So he served, it was the Vasishta Muni was served the Naramamsa. Then by his jnana, he could, by his superpower, he could understand that he has been served Naramamsa, and he immediately cursed Saudasa to become a man-eater. And at that time his body has become very blackish, and there is a special too much black spot on his leg. That's why he has become Kalmashapada. And later Vasishta Muni came to know that, oh, actually that is not the mistake of Saudasa, but already he has given curse. So that's why he went for tapasya for 12 years. And meanwhile, because of the curse, the Saudasa has become a man-eater, and he started moving in the forest. So at one time, the Saudasa, in the form of a demon, a Narapakshaka, he saw a couple, a Brahman couple, husband and wife. They are engaged in the intercourse, and the Brahmani was interested to have a child. So he saw, then he immediately attacked the Brahmana. He was about to eat him, kill and eat him. And the wife asked, please wait, because actually I was waiting for the child to bear from my husband. So she was pleading so much, but the Kalmashapada, or the Saudasa, he was in demonic form, so he did not hear, and forcefully he pulled him out and ate him. And because of that, Brahmani became very much disturbed, and she has cursed that since you have really deprived me of this Maithuna Bhoga, you also, whenever you get into this Maithuna Bhoga, you also get killed. Tapasya. She has given a curse. And after 12 years, the Saudasa, because and Vasishta Muni also got rid of his sin, and Kalmashapada, or the Saudasa, also got rid of his curse, and he became normal Saudasa. So he came back to the kingdom and started normal life. But when he wanted to mate with his wife immediately reminded him, oh, you got a curse, so let us be careful. So because of this curse, he became childless. So at this point of time, he requested the Kula Guru, Vasishta himself, to give a progeny, and because of that, in the womb of the Damayanti, one child is born. But and the child name is Ashmaka. And this Ashmaka had a son, Balika, and Balika's son is Dasharatha, and his son is Aidavida, and his son is Vishwasaha, and Vishwasaha's son is Maharaja Khatvanga. So Khatvanga Maharaja is very, very great. Like that, when story comes, suddenly we'll find one great personality comes. Because a great personality is going to come, we have to remember these names. So that is the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam. It goes like that. So this Khatvanga, and Khatvanga Maharaj is so great that in his lineage only, Lord Ramachandra took birth. That way. And Khatvanga Maharaj story, we know that he is so powerful that even demigods were taking his help. And in one of the fighting, they took help of the Khatvanga Raja, and when they won everything, all the demigods want to give some gift to him, to the Khatvanga. They asked, okay, please ask anything you want. He said that I only help you what you can help me, what you can do. But let me ask you one thing, how much time is left over in my life? He asked an information, at least can you give me information? Then all demigods mentioned, oh, you have only one muhurta time is left over. One muhurta, as we discussed, is two dandas, that is 1 hour time left. Then we came to know he immediately came down from the heavenly planets to the earthly planet, and since he was very much attached to only two things, number one is Brahmanatva and Brahmanas. Brahmanatva and Brahmana, only two things he was got attached, and he was completely meditating on the Supreme Personality of Godhead and also the personality in the heart, and he has left the Midhya Tadatmya, the false identification with the body, and he achieved the Supreme Personality of Godhead after leaving the body. And Shukdev Goswami took his name first, starting Srimad Bhagavatam. Just imagine how much great personality. And in his line only, the Supreme Lord Sri Ramachandra came into picture. So this is the great story of Sagara Maharaj, Sagara Chakravarti, Gangavataran, where by the great tapasya, tall, the in front of is there, Sagara Chakravarti could not do, his son, his grandson Amshaman could not do, then his son Dilipa could not do. The next person would have also felt that it is also not possible for me, but he said, let me do it. So that makes the whole difference. Because he has a great faith on Vaishnava, means he is a great Vaishnava. So he has Vaishnava and took the task, and now everybody knows is, if somebody is taking a big task, it's called Bhagirata Yatna. Actually we have in Andhra also Bhagirata Mission Bhagirata. They have put the name also. So Bhagirata name is undying, or it is eternal. Bhagirata's name is eternal. If something great task is there, Bhagirata. If something is related to water, Bhagirata. And it is a tall task, Bhagirata Yatna. So that is, we are happy to hear Bhagirata Maharaja's wonderful story. And because of him, we see the wonderful Amartya Nadi, that is it will never die. Amartya Nadi means it will never die, and it will purify. It has come into the. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur was so happy that whenever he sees Ganges, he says, whenever I see the Ganges, my bliss becomes boundless. So that's great story of Gangavataran, and surely in the story itself we have taken nice bath of Ganges and got purified. Hare Krishna.